Okay. I think this is my official I'm back stream. I think. But I can't guarantee it as always because school. Okay, so hours at work have been dissipating. Playoffs are in the Stanley Cup Finals, so that means I have more time after work to stream again. I've got like one more assignment to do, and then it's basically just touch-ups I have to do on my previous assignments. It's basically like a rundown of how I'm supposed to edit something and script write something, and then someone gives me feedback and I fix it. That's the only assignments I have to do left. I've got my second last assignment to do, and then it's my touch-ups for both the assignments I just did after this coming Sunday. And then that's it. I'm done. I still have some of my unit work to do, but besides that, I'm pretty much finished my second term. I'm basically just waiting on a favor from a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, and then I'm going to edit that last assignment down, get it done, submit it, and then that's basically all I have to do. I just have to do touch-ups from what my profs tell me to do. Besides that, I'm pretty much finished. So, yeah. Let me quickly get my stream manager up on my other screens here on both my platforms, on YouTube and Twitch. We are live on both platforms today. Switching it up. So, yeah. And then let's do that. Pause the... Actually, no, we're not going to pause the playback. Yep. That. Bada bing, bada boom. And let me get this. Okay. So, the first announcement first big announcement I have, and I haven't mentioned this on any of my socials or any of my streams, because I wanted to talk with the person first before anything. This is a big thing that's happening in September for me, and that is I don't know how to like say this. Basically, so okay, most of my community, that whether it's from my previous channel or my new channel, this channel, knows that I was born in England. Okay, now I haven't been back there since I was born. Like, Dad had a temporary teaching job there, visa ran out, so we moved back to Canada. So I was only there for like less than a year. So I remember jack shit from Europe. Second time that we went to Europe was on our way back from a different trip in 2013. We stopped in Rome for like an hour. We didn't even get off the plane, and that was it. We just flew off. So I've been to Europe twice. Technically, I lived in Europe for like 6 months or something like that. I don't know. But besides that, I haven't been and actually gone on an actual trip to play tourist in Europe. So, yeah, yeah. So, with that, let me just quickly put... Sorry, I just mentioned someone. Hold on. Anyways, with that in mind, I finally have a reason to actually do the trip. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to England. I am going to visit the place that I was born. Finally, after, okay, I'm going to say 26 years because I wasn't quite one yet, but I'm going to round up and say I was one. After 26 years, I am finally going to go to the place that I was born. Finally. And this is a big thing for me because literally ever since I was told I was born in England, because again, I didn't know until like, maybe I was like, what, between 4 and 6 years old, I didn't know I was born there. And ever since then, I've been wanting to go back at some point, whether it be a family trip or just my own personal trip. I am doing a personal trip. And this is going to be a bit of a very personal trip for a few reasons, but I'm not going to say them yet because I need to talk with someone specific first. So until I talk to that specific person first about the reason I'm doing the trip, I'm not going to say anything. But basically, I'm going to go and visit London mostly. I'm also going to visit areas around London, Bristol, Stonehenge, maybe go up to Oxford. There's like where else? The area that mom and dad lived in at the time, I'm not going to say, but yeah, the area that they lived in. I'm going to play tourist while I'm there. I'm only going to be in the south area of England, obviously. I just don't have enough money to go up north. I was recommended Edinburgh, but that's just so far up north. I don't think I have the money to like get into the B&B and stuff, so yeah, I paid for my flights, I think it was 3 weeks ago, I don't remember, and I just finished paying Dad back for the flights, because we thought we would just get it all done in one go and deal with it later, so I just basically got to pay for the B&B, half and half, and then I'm basically just got to save up money for expenses, and I'm good to go. So, pretty big announcement for me personally. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, dope. That's probably my biggest news that I haven't told anyone on socials or in my community, whether it be streaming or Discord or whatever. So big trip coming up in September. I'm gonna be leaving on the 24th, arriving in London on the 25th, and then I'll be coming back home to Canada on the 7th of October. So 2 weeks I'm gonna be gone. Don't worry, I will see if I can do IRL streams. I have to stop over at my phone carrier to ask questions about will I still have data while I'm there, because unless I have Wi-Fi, streaming may not work out. I don't know. I have a US Canada plan. I don't have a Europe one. So I have no idea if I'm going to be paying extra for my data or not. In the past, when I've done trips, I was on my dad's plan at the time, and basically I would just pay him $50 for while I was gone for a week. That's how it would work. But I'm on my own plan now. I'm on my own personal plan. So it's like, do I have to pay extra for while I'm visiting? Like for 2 weeks, how much is that going to be? Like, oh God, I'm nervous. So bit of a nerve wrack in there. So whether or not I can stream while I'm actually meandering around is a big question. I may only be able to stream while I'm at the B&B or a place with Wi-Fi, but I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna try and get an add-on that lets me have data internationally. But if I can't get that, and I have to be charged extra, then there may not be streams. It may just have to be just a vlog that I do. And why the fuck would I not do a vlog for this? That is 100% happening, because this is the biggest trip of my life. Besides meeting online friends in the past from the previous friends groups I was a part of, which we don't talk about anymore. But besides that, this is the biggest trip that I'm probably going to go on. So the excitement levels are all the way up for this one. Like it is a big thing for me, especially personally. So yeah, like very personally. So anyways, I want to talk a little bit about this weekend. This weekend was crazy. Saturday I closed at work. Hell of a shift. It was really fucking dead. Friday was busier, but Saturday was dead as hell. And then yesterday was the Pride Parade. So my yearly tradition of doing the Pride Parade, it might get broken this year. I'm not going to lie. I have the videos from 24, 25 on my computer. I don't have 23. I thought I did. I apparently don't. But 26, I don't know if it's going to happen unless maybe it's a YouTube short, Instagram reel, TikTok. I don't know what they're called. But anyways, point is, I don't know if it's going to be a full-on video. It might just end up being a short. So we'll see. I'm not too sure. I'm going to basically throw it in the editor, edit it at the regular landscape mode. If it's not long enough, then what I'll do is I'll cut it even more and put it in portrait mode and upload it to YouTube and other socials. So we'll see. I'm going to play that one by ear. That will not come until like after the 21st, because I'm so stressed with this last project I have to do for school, and plus I have to do touch-ups for these projects and for both my screenwriting and my editing, for school. So it's like, I don't know if I'll have enough time to work on the Pride Parade as well. I did think about making my last project about the Pride Parade, but I'm not a part of the LGBTQ community. I support it. I'm not a part of it. So that's, yeah, it wouldn't have worked for that project. So wouldn't have been a bad idea if I was in that part of that community. It's just I'm a supporter of that community. I'm not in that community. So yeah, I have friends of mine that are in it. It's just I support them and everyone in that community. It's just I'm not a part of it, like in that community. So anyways, yeah, so Pride Parade video may or may not happen. If it does happen, it'll be a short reel TikTok. We'll see, play it by ear, go from there. But why is my headset turned off every time? I need to play music. I actually need to play music. We'll just do synthwave. I just need to keep my headset from turning off because it's actually annoying. Also, actually, I have a bookmark, don't I? Yes, I do. Turn down the oh, I don't have ad blocker now. Shit. I may. I don't have ad blocker on YouTube. Shit. Okay, let's just do Spotify then. I'll just use my old streaming playlist. I don't care about copyright. Fuck it. I do not give a shit. Give me 1 second, okay? I do have a stream playlist for 25-26. I need to get song recommendations from my fellow friends that stream as well. So let me find one of my old ones. Stream music. What's this one? Oh, that's like barely any of them in there. Jesus. Stream. I don't know who this is. Trying to find. Maybe this one? That's not bad. I'll go with this. If it doesn't sound good, I'll go to a different playlist. Okay, let me be right back and get a drink. I don't know if it's gonna be water or not. We'll just stick with water. I'll be back in a few minutes, okay? No, I don't. Tuesday, Wednesday off. Thursday I work. That's another 5:30 every day. Thursday and Friday, 5:37. Friday's 10:30 and Thursday's 10. Night. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so back. Oh, also, I'm going to take off my socks because my feet need freedom. No, you're not seeing them. Imagine that would actually happen. You have to pay for them. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Give me 1 moment to check everything, make sure I'm chilling. I'm tired. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we are going to start a new save. So, I briefly talked about what team I would take over in this save. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure at first. Because I just don't know what teams do now. Like we're in the part of the year where freaking let me do that. Not the rosters aren't updated, so it's like, uh-oh, what do we do here? Because like all the players aren't on the right teams, because EA doesn't release the updates correctly. So I really don't know. So I'm just gonna click Winnipeg for now. Let's see here. So what have we got? So Colorado could be a good one to do. Who else? We could do a full rebuild team. We did that with the expansion team though. I kind of want to do a contender like Florida, for example. Montreal could be good as well. Detroit would be an interesting one because they've actually they got really close being in the playoffs this year. They were just kind of screwed over because of the divisions. Like Buffalo, like the East is always so damn close. What about the Metro? Washington, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh could be interesting. There's a lot of good young talent on that team. Sidney Crosby's getting older and older. Like, that could be an interesting team to take over. Have I done Philly? I don't think so. The Rangers will be an interesting one. Carolina we tried doing once. Over to the West, San Jose could be a very good one to do because like they have so many good young forwards, but they have really bad defense besides Sam Dickinson. So that could be one we could do. Seattle's kind of like one of those teams that's kind of meh, in my opinion. I don't know. I've done Vegas before. I haven't done Vancouver yet. That could be a good one. Ooh. Let me go to overlay so you guys can see everything. I'm leaning towards San Jose because like there are so many young forwards in that team, and like I've always like done trades to San Jose to make them better, but they never are. Like I've always given I've taken a forward from them and I would give them a defenseman, whether it's on my stream save or off stream save. So I kind of want to see what would happen from the other perspective, from me being the GM of their team and not me trading and fleecing them. So I think I'm going to do San Jose. That was not the plan. I was going to go east. But you know what? We did the Atlantic Division. We did Quebec. We brought them back. And you know what? I think San Jose makes sense. We got Macklin Celebrini. He just did his second year with more than 100 points. His second year. And he had 100 plus points. Like, that's kind of crazy. William Eklund, who's going to be coming on a contract year, I think. What is it, next year, I think? I'm not too sure. And then you got veterans like, Hurdle's not there anymore. Dmitry Orlov is one of them. Is Wenberg on this team? I think Wenberg's on this team. I don't remember. So, yeah, and then now they're the lowest team in, like, overall rating in the West. 80 overall? Yeah, 81 to Chicago and then 80 San Jose. So they are the worst team. So this will be a full-on rebuild team. So I think we go on and take over San Jose. We give them a shot. Let's see how we do. Now, we have a few extra players that were added between now and the Quebec save. We have Titian Thibault, who is one of my coworkers from when I worked at the bakery a few years ago. She made that player. And then we've also got another one named Fucking Weeb. So that'll be a very good and fun defensemen to pick up in the draft that are custom players. So we got two new custom players. We got a forward and a defenseman in this save. So that'll be pretty cool. Let me check something really quick just to make sure this isn't a bot. It is a bot. Okay. Yeah, it is. Jesus Christ. Can I just not have these freaking bots? Unless that's annoying. Hold on. Let me check something. No, okay, interesting. Hold on, sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second. No, this music's not bad. I kind of like it. Sorry, I'm checking something on my phone really quick. It's annoying. That okay. I think I am good. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, sorry. Alright, let's press continue. Let us continue onwards. And then let's go through our rule set. So I think for this save, I'm going to put my draft class quality on low, and like the prospect quality and stuff. Like I'm gonna like make it a little more challenging, since one, we have the roster, the custom roster. We have so many like players being put into the to the game, and plus we got the real players as well on top of EA generated. I think we're gonna put it on low this time, the prospect quality low. That way there's less players being generated in the game. Although at the same time, having it on high would mean more possible same last names, which means more storylines. So should we just stick it with medium and just see what happens and just pray? I'll keep draft class quality on high, but I'll put the generated prospect quality on medium, and then we'll put sim engine shot frequency medium as well, and then rotate goalies. Yeah, that's on. And then is there anything else I need to adjust at all? Don't think so. All right, so we're chilling. All right, so San Jose Sharks, and then the San Jose Barracuda. Is that correct? I think it's correct. Start career, keep salary cap on. Here we fucking go. We are in. We are starting a brand new save. We are going to be at preseason at the beginning of the 2025-2026 season. Now here's the question. Do I make the roster on San Jose at least realistic? And actually there's probably not many trades that happened. Who's Graf? Hold on, I'm just looking. Orlov, Ferraro, Liljegren. Liljegren went somewhere else, didn't he? Should I like trade certain players to the teams that they went to during the deadline, and then do the whole season simulation like, and have it end at the end of like this year? Should I do that? Make it more realistic. That way, I like take over at the end of 2026. Should I do that? Or should I just start at the beginning of this year? Ooh, that's I don't know. I actually don't know. Let's see where Liljegren went over to. Timothy Liljegren trade 2026. So Liljegren went to Washington in exchange for a 4th round pick in the 26th NHL draft. Yeah, so you know what we'll do? We'll just trade Liljegren, and then to Washington. So we'll do that right now, and then we'll just do the full season simulation, and we'll start at the end of the season. Let's do that. Okay, so first off, does he have a clause? No, he does not. That makes things way easier. So Liljegren, and it's just straight up for a 4th rounder for this year. That's easy. Just a 4th rounder. Was it Washington's? Originally belonging to the Vegas Golden Knights. Okay, so Vegas's pick. There's the trade, 1-for-1. That they overpaid. Well, we gotta make it realistic. So this is what's going, and this is what's gone. I need to make it sure I'm within the cap floor though. So I do have to bring some sort of cap dump. Do I have a defenseman that can like play there? Because I already have a guy that's like what, 77 overall or something like that on the 3rd pairing. Orlov, Ferraro, Letty, Desharnais, Klingberg, Thompson. I can bring up Thompson. Or Mukama DeLin. Okay, you know what? No, I don't need to bring anyone back. Are there any forwards? I know there's like what was his name? Graf, right? Is that his name? It was like 70 something. Graf, top 9 low, 22 years of age. Who is he? Colin Graf. You know what? I'm gonna stick with what I have. I think I'm gonna stick with what I have. I'm not gonna add anything. I'm not gonna request anything from them. I do want to add a 7th, but then we would be fleecing the computer, I think. Not really, but this is the trade that they did. This is the realistic trade. They got a 2026 4th round draft pick, originally from the Vegas Golden Knights. 1-for-1. Goes through easily. Yeah. We may have to sign someone for like a 1-year deal at a ridiculous contract, but yeah. 59 mil out of 70 mil. Yeah, we need to get like two big contracts on our team. So what we're going to do is we're going to move down some scratch players. So are you playing? No. You're not playing, but you're going to. Let's just move down Ryan Reeves for now because he's not going to play. That's not happening. And then let's just go to edit NHL lines, and then we'll figure out what we need to do from there. So we're gonna basically Desharnais moving up. We're gonna put Mukamadulin here. We may actually let's go Klingberg there, and then move Dickinson down. That sounds bad. Dickinson, there we go. Move him down, that way, yeah, he's gonna go CHL, that's fine, that's what I want. We're actually gonna move Misa down as well, because he's not good defensively, so playing bottom six will not be good. We're gonna bring up, who's Lund? Sniper. You know what? He's not terrible defensively. He's got really shitty face-offs, but that's not the worst. So we're going to, I think we're going to bring up Cam Lund. Do we have any other centers that can take over in the middle on the fourth line? Let me look at center depth. Come on, there we go. Celebrini, Smith, Wenberg, Gaudet, Khrushchev. We have a lot. Okay, so then Lund can play right wing. I think it's going to be like Celebrini, Smith. 68. I mean, we got to get them working on faceoffs somehow. Wenberg, third line maybe. And then let's look, Gaudet. No. We don't have a good center depth face-off wise. Like, it's terrible. Okay, so yeah, we'll stick with what we have there. All right, so then we're just signing like 3 high-priced free agents just to make the cap work, and then we're chilling. So let's put in, we'll put London there for now. We're gonna go back. We're gonna sign our, we're just gonna go best lines for now. Head coach preferred lines. It's gonna be a little bit of micromanagement at the beginning. I apologize. I should have done this before I started stream, but it's too late now. NHL team, gonna go to free agency. Who is still here? So Hakanpää. Hey, you want to play 1 year on the bench? You're 30. Actually, Bortuzzo even. Bortuzzo's even better. Although Hakanpää's 6'7", 6'7". Hakanpää would actually be an interesting person to slot in. We're not looking to be good, so I wouldn't slot him in at all. But like, could be good to take on as like a quote unquote coach role. So we're basically literally just gonna give them like a no trade clause, and just overpay the shit out of them. Because like we just need to hit the cap floor. That's all we need to do. So we're gonna give him. Hold on, I want to make sure I can like afford players though. So let's do 17.775. Let's do that. So 1 player there, and then let's look now. So Bortuzzo, let's see. 11 million. Yeah, we're within the floor now. And you know what? Let's bring in Fabry. He doesn't have good face-offs. Is there any centers that have good face-offs? Athanasiou. He used to play on Chicago. What about you? Gambrell. Lauco. I kind of like Lauco. He's kind of a nice young piece that can play on the bottom six. I do like him. So let's bring in Lauco. Why not? Lauco's an interesting one. This one I'll sign for League Min, and then we'll sign one more big guy, like a vet, for the like the cap dump rule. And I think that's probably going to be Gambrel. Let's actually go by all skaters. Actually, let's go by forwards. We need more forwards than anything else. Nato Leeson. Leeson is power forward. I mean, Costin. Costin was on San Jose, wasn't he? He's not good defensively, though. Who's Trevor Lewis? This is a good face-off guy. Let's give him a severance package. He wants League Min. We're going to give him like a bit of money bags here. 1-way contract. We're going to give him... Let's give him something like decent for his stats. Let's look at his stats. Hold on. First off, let's look at his stats. So, 79 overall. Somewhat okay puck skills. Pretty good senses. Decent shot. Okay physical. Oh, he's kind of a good all-around player. This is a guy that's worth at least 2 mil max. So you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 1-year contract. And we're going to give him just a little bit of a severance package. We're going to give him $2 million. I want to start making this more realistic to what their stats would be worth. So let's say if Will Smith is asking for like 17 mil at some point. That's ridiculous. but I want to look at the point totals. I want to look at his stats and then compare that to his contract ask. Sorry, I'm thirsty. So that's what I want to start doing. So we're going to start doing that. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a bit of a rebuild to do here. So, let's start off the lineup. First line. I actually kind of like this first line already. You got Eklund, you got Celebrini, you got Toffoli. That's a solid first line. You got a sniping two-way forward vet who's 33. He's locked up for the next 2 years after this. And we can trade him on that last year. That's pretty good. We got, a nice young piece in Macklin Celebrini. This is what we're building our team around. We're going to try and keep him the entire save. And then we got William Eklund. So one thing I want to do in this save is I actually want to bring in the Eklund brothers together. So there might be a trade happening right when I finish the lineups. But for now, we're just going to leave it as is and go from there. Will Smith is another player that I'm really looking forward to having on this team. I've had him on a few saves before. Not as a center, though. So I want to try and grow him as a center, get him good face-offs, go from there. Wenberg, he's going third line. We are going to keep Jeff Skinner on the second line. So we have a left-handed sniper and a right-handed sniper. That's already perfect for the power play. And then Kurashev, you're a playmaker. A bottom six playmaker who can play kind of a defensive game. He's got decent physical. He's got okay defensive stats. He's got playmaking skills, which are decent-ish. Do we have a sniping two-way forward on the third line, fourth line? I know Barclay Goodrow is kind of like that goal scorer. He's got good defensive stats. He's undrafted. Where is he from? San Jose before. He was picked up by San Jose like a while ago. Then he went to Tampa, back to San Jose, then Tampa again, then to the Rangers, then back to... Dude, this guy's been playing back and forth. Holy shit. But I do like his X factor. This bottom six is interesting. You know what I just realized? We brought up a sniper. Top 9 potential, 21 years of age, and he's got a decent accuracy. 83 overall for one of his shots. You know what? Ty Dellandrea, you can play fourth line minutes, and we're going to have a bit of a scoring top 9 here. We got Toffoli, Celebrini, Eklund. That's solid. Second line, you got Skinner, Smith, Gaudet. I'm not too sure about Gaudet yet. I might slot in someone else. Maybe Kurashev. We'll see. Third line, we got Lund with a veteran in Wenberg and a younger piece in Kurashev. And then we got the fourth line. We got Graf, who's a two-way forward, defensive guy, looks like it. Yeah, decently defensive. We've got Dellandrea, and we got Goudreau. This is not bad. This is solid. I mean, this is not terrible. I mean, obviously the overalls are low, but it's not bad. So we're going to run with this, I think. Okay, so we got our forward core, at least our even strength figured out. We're going to start with the power play later. Power play offensive-wise is not going to be great. Defensively, let's take a look here. So we got Orlov and Ferraro. I mean, that could be so much better. Second line is Letty and Desharnais. Third line's Klingberg and Mukamadulin. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to play Mukamadulin on that first line. I like Orlov. He's got good physical. He's got hipster at 5'11". Damn, this guy can play the body. How many years do you have left? 2 years? Okay, that's good. What about Ferraro? 1 year, okay. Ferraro could be our top line two-way guy, but like, I don't know. He's top 4 exact, 83 overall. He's needing a contract. I'm not too sure about him. If anything, it would probably be Mukamadulin and then maybe Klingberg, because we would want veteran with young guy and then veteran second line. So Ferraro, for example. I might end up trading... is Nick Leddy on a clause? I might end up trading Nick Leddy for a right-hand defenseman for the second line, because I don't... Excuse me. Or we trade Ferraro. I don't mind Ferraro being on the second line. That makes sense. With Desharnais... No, I think we trade Letty. He'll have value right now because of his X factors. He'll have value because of his contract. It's not a great contract, but 82 at 4 mil is not crazy bad. I'd rather it be 2 mil, but it's fine. And then honestly, Orlov on the third pairing, I don't hate that. He's only on a 2-year deal at 6.955. Haha, funny number. And he's going to be traded next year anyways. So, I mean, we may as well play him on the PK as best as we can. So, let's just go with that. And then goaltending, I mean, we already know this. Askarov and Nedeljkovic. So, Askarov's on a 2x2. Ned is also on a 2x1. Okay. Not terrible. Defense, it definitely needs work. So we need like a stud right defenseman. That's what we need, I think. Definitely need a really good right defenseman. So let's go look for that first. Post trade. First thing we're doing, stud right defenseman. We're not going to do the thing I suggested earlier. We're actually going to like figure this out now. Musty, 70 at 20. Misa, 77 at 18. Okay, so this is one of the issues with San Jose. If you look at their forward core, let's look at the top 5 medium elite players. Celebrini, young playmaker. Smith, young playmaker. Center as well, by the way. Both of them. Eklund, left wing playmaker, 22, still young. Next, Misa, center playmaker. That's 3 center playmakers. I like to run my players as 2 lines with a playmaker or 2 on each, and then my bottom 6 is mostly 2A forwards and power forwards. That's what I would like to run with. This team, I'm noticing, is a skill team, kind of like Montreal. What else we got? Quentin Musty, he's a winner. And then we're coming up to the older guys. Chernyshov and Haltonen are both younger power forwards. So these are guys that I want to get up in the lineup somehow. We'll have to see. Chernyshov in the past, I think in my off-stream San Jose save, New Jersey save, did not grow. Musty, we're going to have to see. I mean, defensively, not good at all. Physical's okay. Like, this could be a really good player here, so we're going to have to hope. And then when you look at defensemen, look at this. Only one prospect, and that's Dickinson. That's the guy we just sent down. We also got how do you say that name? Cagnoni? Cagnoni? Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say it. But he's 5'9", not even offensive defenseman. He's a 2-way. So, like, what is the prospect situation with San Jose? Mukam Madelin's pretty good for second, third pairing. I'm playing him on the first line to get him to grow maybe for the second line. But after that, look at all that. You got nothing. So, immediately off the bat, we're making the trade Nick Leddy for a good young stud defenseman. He won the Cup 2012-13. Was it with Boston? I'm guessing 2012-13. 2012-2013. Chicago. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So he won it with Chicago. So who does he want to go play for? He has a 16-team tradable team list. There's some decent options here. Let's look over to the East Coast. Although he's not a great player, so we could think about the West Coast. Anaheim doesn't have many right defensemen. I know that most of their offensive guys are left-handed. Chicago. Levshinov, but they just got him. They won't trade him. Columbus. Isn't Juracek on that team? Or no, he's on Minnesota now. Montreal. Dobson, they just got him. They won't want to trade him. LA. That's a divisional rival, and they would not part ways with Brant Clark, so that's not going to happen. New York Rangers. Who's on the New York Rangers? Adam Fox has franchise potential. He's not going to be easy to trade for. Calgary. Zane Parekh, Rasmus, and wait, hold on. I just had an idea. Calgary. Look at their team here. Let's take a look. So, from overall wise, we need a guy that can get points going for the future. Rasmus Anderson does not want to come here, and Uyghur's on a no trade. Fuck. And the next player that I could trade for that's good is Zane Parekh, and they would not part ways with their future. Fuck, damn. I was hoping, and this on the trade block too. Anderson would have been perfect. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's keep looking. So let's see. Detroit. Who's on Detroit? That's right. Sandin Pellikka. Who else? Moritz Seider could be a good piece to pick up. 6 years on an 8.550. That's not bad. They've also got Sandin Pellikka in the system, though. So that's not a guy that can help right away. But Seider could be interesting. If we look at their prospect pool here. Look, Sandin Pellikka, he's like a year or two out of the way. But they're gonna play him first line. Like, where is he gonna play? Left-handed defenseman, they've got Edvinsson. They've got Bouillon. They've got Wallander coming up. Currently, they've got Gustafsson, Edvinsson. So, like, they're going to lose Seider, which is probably not a good thing for them specifically. So, they probably wouldn't want to trade him. But, like, there's no other piece that's on a no-trade clause. And they're going to want to eventually move on from him to make room for Sandin Pellikka. unless they somehow get him on a good deal, which I highly doubt. So, like, it may not be a bad idea to kind of steal from Detroit, but I'd have to give up a lot for that. One of the things of which probably Eklund would make sense for them, because if you look at their forward core, look at the prospect pool. For the future, they got Raymond, they got Casper, Larkin, DeBrincat, Kane. They could use a playmaker in there, because Larkin's 30, he's on a 6-year deal. Raymond's on a 7. They've got a window here. They've got a window that's starting to win, and Eklund's entering that window. We're not entering that window. We're starting to rebuild. DeBrincat's a sniper that could play really well along with Eklund and Larkin. Casper's like a second-line center right now. Patrick Kane's a playmaker as well. So they'd have 3 playmakers, but one of them is going to be leaving the team probably. Larkin's 30, so they're not going to hold on to him forever. Has he got a clause at all? For the next 3 years, and then he gets traded the last 3 years of his contract. And then in this system, they got Darren Nilsson, they got Nygaard, so two-way forward, a sniper, and Darren Nilsson. There we go. Like, we're starting to come up with storylines here. Betcher, Carter Bear. Like, there's a lot of interesting forwards that I could take on from this. So Detroit could be an interesting one for Letty to go to. We package up William Eklund in that trade. Although at the same time, I do want to reunite the Eklund brothers. So maybe the Islanders would make sense. The Islanders. Let's take a look at the Islanders. There we go, Islanders. I think Victor Eklund's on this team. Let's see. Yeah, Victor Eklund. There he is, 69 overall at how old? 18? Yeah. Reunite the Eklund brothers. That could be kind of cool, whether it's on our team or their team. What do they have for defensemen, though? That's the problem. They've got Schaefer. They've got Pelech. They've got Pulak. So Pelech could be on our team. He's a left-handed defenseman, though. We don't need that. We need right-handed ones, and they have no one ready now. That's the problem. Bachus wouldn't be bad, but again, he's 25. He's on a contract year. He's offensive, so that would help a little bit. But at the same time, I don't think that makes sense for us. We're looking for a guy that's a little bit better, at least 84, 85, and a little bit younger than that. And then it just drops down from there. So, let's see, who else? We're still looking. Is New Jersey on his clause tradable list? Let's see. Is New Jersey on that list? Excuse me. No, he's not. I was going to say we could probably trade for one of the right-hand defensemen on New Jersey. I'm sorry I'm dying, by the way. I should not have eaten pizza before I streamed. Washington Capitals, maybe. Pittsburgh. Who's on Pittsburgh? That's a right defenseman. Gotta look. I'm not remembering my teams very well right now. Let's see. Defensively. Brunick. Two-way defender. He's 19, 76 overall. This would cost us to tank even more. One thing that we have to look at is the draft class. Is there a defenseman going up in the top 5? Pickering's left-handed. Clifton's 30. No one there. Okay, what else we got? Let's keep looking. We're starting to come up with ideas here. We're slowly getting somewhere. Seattle. Who's on their team that's a right defenseman? Also Toronto and then Washington. Seattle. Okay, so Seattle, I know Vince Dunn's on their team. Montour's on a no trade. Same with Larson, Alexiak, Dragicevic. Ooh, this could be a very good player to pick up. Dragicevic, sometimes he does pretty well in the sim. His defensive stats, I'm concerned about, though. 1 star. But I know he's grown in the sim a few times. Price, Nelson as well could be really good to pick up. I mean, good options here. Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see. Carlo, Ekman, Larson, Tanev, Niemela, Benoit, Danforth, Thrun, Myers. I mean, Myers isn't bad. 6'5" defensive defenseman. Has he always played for Toronto? No, looks like, what's SYR? It's not San Diego goals. He's played for Nashville in the past, Toronto. That could be a good, interesting option. I mean, he's not in our timeline, but, like, if we can't find anyone else, we may as well just pick up pennies on the dollar for him. And then who else we got? What was it? Washington, right? Yeah, Washington. Right-hand defenseman. Matt Watt. Lily Green, we just traded them. TVR, Keisholm, yeah. So, the only team I'm really seeing that would make sense, because, like, Chicago won't part ways with Levshinov. Anaheim, right defenseman, they don't have anyone, do they? They have Trouba, they got Gudas, no. Tristan Luneau wouldn't be a bad option. I just want a guy that's a bona fide offensive guy that's right-handed. Boston, no one. Yoki Haru is the youngest guy they have currently besides Lorai. Chicago, Colorado. Columbus, do they have anyone? Severson is on no trade. Fabro, Matiachuk, Ellick, Savoza. Yeah, there's no one right defenseman wise. Detroit, Edmonton. I don't think they're on our list. Although Bouchard, they would not part ways. Stetcher, Florida, LA. Again, Brant Clark would not go. Dumoulin. No, that's not ready to go now. Edmondson, Bolduc. I mean, yeah, there's nothing that's gonna really work. Minnesota's not on the list. Nashville was. Hold on, does Nashville have anyone? Was Montreal on the list? Montreal, Hudson, Darver, Reinbacher. Wait a minute. I didn't even think about Reinbacher. Wait a second. Hold the phone. Okay, hold on. Reinbacher's interesting. I had him on my off stream. I actually currently have him on my off stream save. I've been playing as an expansion team, and he actually grew to be a pretty good two-way / offensive defenseman that can skate like crazy. So this could be an option here. They're not part of. I mean, he's part of Montreal's timeline, but if you look at their defensive depth, they got Hudson, Dobson first line, Gooley, Matheson / Carrier second line, then third line they got Matheson, Struble, Jackeye, Delgazio. Then you got Reinbacher. They got a lot of defensive depth. Jackeye and Struble can play. Carrier's a good third pairing defenseman for them, especially in the playoffs this year. That could be an interesting trade. Hold on, let's think about that. Nashville, Brady Shea, Roman Josi, Hag, Molendyk. Ufko could be an interesting one as well, but way lower valued. Barron, right defenseman. Justin Barron actually might not be a bad pickup. Look at that, 23 years of age, right defenseman. He is a two-way defender, but he could easily be turned into an offensive-minded defenseman. I know we're spending like 47 minutes talking about freaking trade here at the beginning of the year, but like, this is a very in-depth sim I gotta think about here. Justin Barron's not a bad option if I can't get Reinbacher or Sider. Again, I want to look at the draft as well and make sure I don't miss anyone. New Jersey, New York, Rangers, I want to look at this team as well. Schneider wouldn't be bad, 86 to 23. That's a really good overall to age ratio there. He's on a contract year, so like could be a good one there. We got a tough decision here. Morrow could be very good to pick up as well. I might pick that up at the draft actually. Scott Morrow. Is he on a 1 year? He's on a 1 year, so I might be able to get him in free agency. Not give anything up. Ottawa, I don't know if he wants to go to Ottawa. Let's take a look. Let's look at the draft class before we do any more trading. Let's take a look. Is there anyone in the draft? Left defenseman, Shurikov. Okay, interesting. This we go. He's being scouted, 5'9". He could be offensive. Do I wait until trade deadline to make a move? Maybe I do. Let the value build up for Letty and just gamble on his value like skyrocketing a little bit. Shurikov could be good. We know we're going to probably get a top pick here. Engel, Lindipov, Cayenne's going up there. Bjork, Machushkin, Shurikov, Belshea, Bengtson, Stenberg, Preston. A lot of medium leads going up top. Dorset, Lynn. Dorset? Jesus. Jesus, Dorset. Jesus, it's Jesus. I know it is. Nyquist, Kidd, Hugh Jazz, Rudolph, Tomek, Noventy, Steiner. We got a deep draft this year because of the high draft class. So, like, freaking, I know that Stenberg is supposed to go, like, second overall IRL. So the fact that he's going 10th, holy shit, this is a deep draft. So Shurikov could be good. He's being scouted, so that's good. Hopefully it's a decent scout that will uncover a bunch of them. So let's wait until the trade deadline. We'll basically go best. Actually, I'm going to stick with the 5v5, but I'm going to stick with power play lines and everything. I kind of want to change that, though. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, let's change this. So, first line, let's see. So, Eklund, Celebrini, Toffoli. Eklund, Celebrini, Toffoli, and then Skinner, Letty. I want to go Mukamadulin on the power play. I want to give him some points. Yeah, there we go. Or do we want to go... That's a good shot on Orlov, I'm not going to lie. Although Mukamadoulin's not that bad, actually. We'll give Mukamadulin the benefit of the doubt. And then right-handed player here. Skinner can go on the second line power play unit. Although wait, no, Skinner's on the second line, isn't he? Yeah, he is. So we can't have him on the power play. Okay, on the point. Sorry. So let's put back here, and we'll swap him out with the right-handed player. Let's go right wing first to Toffoli. Graf. He's right-handed. He is. He's got a decent shot actually. Get him some growth. Give him some power play time. Is he undrafted from here? Oh, San Jose's own, or so as far as we know. Where's he from? He's from the USA, so maybe he is a part of San Jose. Okay, we got a San Jose guy. Let's put him on the power play 1. Give him some growth. Get him some points. He's top 9 low, so he definitely needs the ice time. We'll try and give him PK1 as well. So there's our power play. So we got Celebrini, we got Toffoli, we got Eklund, we got Mukhammadulin, and then we got Graf. So a bit of a weak point, but a very good first line forward-esque kind of power play. Second line unit. So what's on the second line? So we got Smith in the face-off circle, so we'll do that. Oops, line 2. There we go. So Smith in the face-offs. Wenberg is not on there. We're gonna go ahead and just do this. Who else is there? It's Smith, Skinner, Gaudet. Gaudet. Who do we put there for him? I didn't think about that. Gaudet. Is he decent? He's a center. I mean, do I want to play Graf on the second line now that I think about it? We have no forwards that can come up. Lund's on the third line. I think that makes sense for Lund. Yeah, we'll play Gaudet on the second line. It's a little bit weird, but I think it just makes sense in this situation. We're tanking anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So Gaudet on the left wing. Bit of a weird one, but it's fine. Gaudet. Center. Is he center, right? Yeah, there he is. Gaudet. There we go. And then on the right-hand side, it's Skinner, right? Yeah, Skinner. All right, left wing. There he is. Yeah, Skinner. Jeff Skinner. There we go. And then on the point, honestly, we could just do Wenberg and Smith. But then I think Wenberg will take points away from Smith, even though Wenberg's the face-off guy. What's face-off? What's the passing for Smith? 89. Yeah, no, we need to let Smith have that. And then right-handed defenseman on the point. Right defenseman. Klingberg is offensive. That makes sense to me. We'll put him on the offensive power play here. And then left-handed shooter. We're not going to play Wenberg there. I think in this situation, is Khrushchev left-handed? Oh, he is, and he's decent defensively. He's okay defensively. Let's put Khrushchev on the point. Delangea is right-handed, so no. Goudreau could be good too. Ooh, he's really good defensively, but skating's really low. Let's run with Khrushchev. I think that makes more sense. Again, get the players that are young, get them growing, get them going. Left-handed? No, he's a center. I thought he was a left-wing center. Khrushchev, there you go. A lot of centers on this team. I don't know why they traded for so many centers. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, so here's our power play. So first line power play is going to be Celebrini, Toffoli, Eklund, and Mukhammadulin. So we're going to go and do that. Mukhammadulin on the point. Mukhammadulin. And then Skinner, swap with Orlov. And that is going to be Eklund. Is it left wing? Yeah, there he is. Eklund there. We'll put him on... Does he have a better shot? Yeah, he does. So I'll put him on the right side, Mukhammadulin on the left, Toffoli on his shot there. Actually, you know what? We could do Toffoli here, and then Mukhammadulin on the point, and then Eklund on the left side. There we go. So Toffoli on the point shooting. There we go. That makes it better. So that way Eklund doesn't have to shoot over the puck all the time. And then power play line 2 is going to be Smith. I think instead of Gaudet, we're going to play, was it Graf? It was Graf, yeah. We're going to play Graf on the 4-man, just to have fun with it. I mean, I could play Graf on the... Fuck it, we're going to do Graf on the second line, left wing. I want to see how he does. See if he gets gets a lot of points here. Because, I mean, he's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's just kind of like low stats, but everywhere. And I think he deserves a chance. So we'll put him on the power play unit. Power play line 2. So Graf on this line then. We need to swap him out for the other guy I brought up. Is it center? Yeah, Lund. There we go. So now it's Lund on there. And then power play line 2 becomes Graf in replacement of Gaudet. So Graf. Where's Graf? Is it right wing? Oh, he is. I'm stupid. And then power play line 2 is Skinner. And then right defenseman, who was it? It was Klingberg, right? Right defenseman, Klingberg. Yeah, there we go. And then we got Graf. Oh, yeah, Eklund on this side. Okay, Smith. And then Graf. 4-man line 1. I just want to make sure Eklund's still there. Yep. There we go. Okay, so now we go edit strategies. Okay, so who is the fastest skater on this team? Let's take a look. Or on this line. So fastest skater, 82, 85, 86, 84, 81, 85, 84. Okay, so I want Smith to be the distributor. But I feel like... Wait, what's Klingberg's passing? 84. 89. Do we... I think we just do Smith, Smith, Skinner. Or do we make Graf the distributor and get his passing up? I don't know. That's a decision right there. Let's go with Graf to start off. If it gets bad, then we'll swap it around. So Graf, Skinner, Smith. Graf, Skinner, Smith. Because I want Smith to get points. And then distributor is freaking Celebrini. Celebrini, Toffoli, and then puck carrier is Eklund. Eklund. Oh, but Celebrini's... Oh, man. Oh, wow. Celebrini could be a sniper, dude. Holy shit. He honestly could be. Holy hell. His skating's... I gotta do that. Finisher... Toffoli makes sense. Because he was a sniper for Winnipeg. I mean, his shot's lethal. Like 90, 89. I gotta do that. And then, you know what? Yeah. We're gonna do distributor Celebrini. Finisher Toffoli. Puck carrier Eklund. I could do it like... I could do it Celebrini puck carrier. Or sorry, I could do it, sorry, let me try this again. Finisher Celebrini. Puck, or distributor could be Eklund. And then the distributor could be Toffoli. But also, Celebrini is a center. So I think Celebrini being the distributor, oh no, sorry. Okay, let's do Eklund. Passing. Finisher, Toffoli. Puck carrier, Celebrini. So Eklund, Toffoli, Celebrini. Eklund. Toffoli, Celebrini. Yeah, that makes sense because of the freaking speed that he has. Bro's a speed demon. Alright, penalty kill. This is where it's going to be rough. So let's take a look. So first line, defensively, we're going to go Mukamadalin and Desharnais. Mukamadalin. And then Desharnais. Go. Second line. We're going to go Leddy and Orlov. Leddy and Orlov. It's going to be two lefties. And then third line is going to be the rest. So Klingberg, Ferraro. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Do we want to grow Ferraro over? No. I think so. I don't think so. So then first line is going to be Mukamadalin, Desharnais. Mukamadalin. Desharnais. Go. Second line is Orlov, Leddy. Orlov, Leddy. And third line is Klingberg, Ferraro. Okay, so now we go forwards. All right, forward core. So forward-wise, so we're gonna go. I think Wenberg makes sense. I think Wenberg, Celebrini, Dellandrea, or do we do Dellandrea, Celebrini, Wenberg? No, Wenberg, Celebrini, Dellandrea. Okay, so Wenberg, Celebrini, Dellandrea. Wenberg, Celebrini. So we're gonna slot out Celebrini. Oh shit. Celebrini. Because he can play physical too. I saw him in the freaking Team Canada Olympics, dude. He can play physically. It's actually crazy. And then Dellandrea, right? Yeah, Dellandrea. Okay, so now let's go winners. So third line, and who's on our first line that could use some growth? Do we do Graf? Play Graf on the first line PK unit? Ooh, that could be interesting. I think I'll do that actually. Give him some ice time. Why not? Wenberg and Graf. He's got two guys that have played a decent amount of NHL, and then they've got two rookies technically. Is Mukamadalin played in this league so far? He's played 3 games in the past, so he's technically a rookie. So 2 rookies, 2 older veterans. Okay, that's good. So that's a Wenberg, just Wenberg, on the 3-man. God, it swapped out. There we go. So Wenberg. There we go. Get him there. All right. So now we go to first line PK. That's good. Wenberg, Graf. Is Graf a center? No, he's not. But he's a right wing center. But he's a bad face-offs. Okay. Second line PK. Celebrini, and then do we do Goudreau? Oh, we got 2 vets on the point, so we could do 2 rookies on the forward spot. So Celebrini, and I don't think Lunda's going to be a... Yeah, he's not going to be a penalty killer. He's not going to be a defensive forward. He could be, but I don't think yet. I think we just stick with Goudreau for this one. Just give Celebrini as many vets as we can on this team. Because the only other option could be Kurashev. I mean, Kurashev's not bad, but I also don't see him as a penalty killer. Giveaways, takeaways to Chicago. Let's see. No. Yeah, I think we just stick with Goudreau on that line. So, second line PK is going to be Celebrini, Goudreau, Orlov, Letty. Hopefully we get a younger guy at the deadline, like Cider. And then third line, Dellandrea to Foley. I actually don't hate that. That's not a bad line for third PK. Dellandrea and Toffoli. Yeah, I don't hate that actually. That's not bad. Dellandrea Toffoli on the forward core. I'm just looking at everyone I have. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't mind that. Alright, so second line PK is just Celebrini, and then third line 3-man is done. So Celebrini, Dellandrea. Celebrini, and then Dellandrea. If my do not strip off, you said good. It's gonna turn on automatically. So, all right. So now extra lines. So here's where it gets fun. So Celebrini as a center, and then we're gonna put Eklund as the playmaker on that line. So that's perfect. And then Mukama Delin. And who is it? Klingberg, right? Is that who's on the first line? I think it is. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's Mukama Delin, Klingberg, Ferraro, Letty, Orlov, Desharnais. Okay. Second line 4-on-4. So second line, we're probably going to do Smith to Foley, and then it'll be Skinner Graf. That's going to be rough face-offs for the third line, but that's fine. He's going to have to play center. So second line is... shoot, what did I say? It was Smith and Toffoli? Yeah, Smith to Foley. Smith to Foley. Perfect. And then Ferraro and Letty, was it? Right? So that was in the second line? I gotta look. Yeah, Ferraro, Letty. Yeah. And then extra lines again, and then third line, it's going to be Skinner and Graf. We're going to go Skinner Graf. I'm going to go with that. Right wing. Yeah. Going to give him a chance. You never know. Does Skinner have better face-offs though? Slightly. Okay, we're going to go with Skinner on the right on the center spot, and then Orlov, Desharnais. So 3-on-3 is going to be Celebrini, Eklund. We'll do Mukama Delin. Celebrini, Eklund, Mukama Delin. Second line, Smith to Foley, and do we do Klingberg? I think we do Klingberg. Smith to Foley, Klingberg. Although Orlov's not a bad decision. Yeah, just have a shutdown guy just in case. Smith and Toffoli are really offensive. Toffoli can kind of play defensively, but Smith is very offensive. Like, he is not good defensively. Yeah. I mean, he's not bad, but he's also not great. Physical-wise, not good. Two-way game isn't great. So yeah, we'll go Orlov on that second line. And then third line, let me put Graf here. Right lane, Graf. There we go. Change the current line. We're just going to swap these around so that way Graf can pass the puck, Skinner can shoot it. And then I think we're going to do Klingberg on this line. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. I think we're good. Extra attacker. Is that it? Yeah, extra attacker. We're going to do Celebrini and... Yeah, Eklund is fine. Although I kind of want to... do we do Toffoli? No, we'll stick with Eklund. And then shootout, Celebrini, Toffoli, Eklund, Skinner, and then Smith. Yeah, I think Smith. A lot of skill players in this team. A lot of skill players. Like, it's crazy how many there are. And then goaltending, we already know. Let's look at the AHL team now. Skarek and Carrier, not crazy good goalies. Let's just get a bunch of our older players, our younger players on the top here. So Ostapchuk, I don't mind him playing there. Michael Misa, obviously first line, makes sense. Reeves, I do not want him tainting Misa with his penalty minutes. Giles, two-way forward. Is there anyone that can take a spot? Quentin Musty, there we go. So, Musty, Misa, do we have a sniper that can pair with him? Is anyone here a sniper? Cardwell. Ethan Cardwell's not bad, actually. That could be... Okay, we can put him on the left side. Olesen is a left-handed sniper. You know what? I'm going to go Cardwell. I'm going to go Cardwell on that left side. So, Cardwell, Misa, Musty, not bad. Reeves, Ostapchuk, and... Actually, we'll put Bysted up here. And then, who are you? Bottom six? No, we're just going to... Olesen. And then Reeves, we do not want him tainting any of my good plays. Colin White, who are you? 28? No. Ostapchuk. We play Ostapchuk on that other line. There we go. Get a bit of a defensive line going. So power forward, two-way forward, sniper. Not bad. Oh, we need Chernyshov. Ooh, that's tough. Is that Ostapchuk a power forward? He is. I'd rather get Chernyshov some ice time. So we're going to go Ostapchuk on the third line. Huntington, who are you? Huntington. You can be slotted out. Nope. Halton needs to play. Lauko's down here. Clayton. These are defensemen. Who's this guy? AHL bottom six, two-way forward. Let's play Lauko on the third line. Colin White can be slotted out for Haltonen. There we go. We got a third line, two power forwards, and a two-way forward. And then fourth line, Reeves can go here. Kaut is 25, top 9. Now we're just going to put him somewhere else. Who are you? 64, 23, no. Frisch? No. Clayton, defenseman. Landon? No. Wallenius? This guy could be something. 19 years of age, 68 overall. Top 6 potential, but I mean, the age and the overall is there. It's not bad. Right wing center, I kind of want to see what this guy can do. I kind of want to see. What is he? He's a two-way forward. Really good skating, pretty good physical, decent shot. Not bad, I'm not going to lie. We'll put him in the center spot. And then, yeah, that's a veteran fourth line. Defensively, Kangoni, I like it. Lucas Carlson, we can slot you out for Wallenius. And then Hash, AHL top 2D. Is there anyone else that I could slot in instead? Right defenseman 24. Clayton, no. Vincent, who are you? Vincent, nah. Bowers, center, Landon. Nah, not really. I'll keep him there. And then Havlet, who are you? Thompson's potential offensive. Jack Thompson, I could use as a good depth option. Furlong. No, we'll slot you in Havlet. Havlet has a better chance of making the NHL. Okay, not bad. That is not too bad looking. We're going to have a rough first year. It's going to be tough. I think the forward core will be decent. Defensively is going to be a brutal year of just tanking. Let's look at extensions now. We know who we want to think about keeping. Eklund's on our trade block in our mind. He's on a 1-year bridge deal of 5.6 mil. So we've got a year to kind of test out the trade options. Ferraro, I don't mind keeping him as a second pairing defenseman long term. 3x3. What's our window currently? Like, what does our window look like? A 2-year window. And a 1-year window to Celebrini. 2 years with Toffoli extension. That's basically how long he's going to be growing for. Let's give him a 2-year window. So 2 years, we'll give him a modified no trade. That way he can decide where to go within reason. And we'll give him a $4.250 million deal. That's a decent trade there. Maybe 50%, 75%. There we go. We'll do that. So 4.250, 2 years. For his overall rating, that's not bad. Would I prefer 3x3? Yes, but I also want to match him to the window. So we're going to do 4.250. Give him a decent clause. That way he signs. See if he says yes. Wenberg, I actually don't mind keeping this guy as a bottom 6 piece if he wants a decent contract. Again, I don't really want to give him 3 years. But if I wait, he might go up in price. 2 years. Yeah, I don't know. Let's wait on him. Nick Leddy, we're going to be trading him, so I'm not paying an 82 overall for 4.3. We got Hakanpaz as our cap dump. Desharnais, I don't mind keeping as a bottom defenseman, although we do got that Thompson guy in the AHL that could use the spot. And Desharnais is not a great defenseman. He's not good. He's just got his 6'7", 225 pounds to him, and that's it. That's it. He's honestly not a good player. There's a reason he's been hopping around. So I think I'm just going to give Jack Thompson that spot later on. Klingberg, 4.3. That's why I'm playing with first line. Gaudette. Then we got Kurashev. So Kurashev, I like him as an option for a bottom six playmaker. I do like that option. Hold on. What's this? What time is your closing shift along one? Because I do want the shift I have right now, plus I have plans that evening. Just gonna answer this message really quick, work-wise. Because, like, if his shift that he's asking is a long one, then I'll take it. But if not, then I think I'm going to have to pass. Sorry, man. Let me think on it and get back to you tomorrow. Gotta find out if I can move my plans around. If I... Okay. I'll get back to him tomorrow. Kurashev. Okay, let's see. So defensive playmaker. Third line, I do not mind that. Ooh, okay, 2 years at the same price. You know what? 2 mil? Oh, 1.8 even. Can I get him like ridiculously cheap? Ooh, 1.55 for the next 2? That's solid. Alright, 1.550, 2 years, 75%. That's the window. Beautiful. Delangelo, we gotta wait. Mukamadalin and Graf. Okay, so 2 years. Again, 2-year window. Go from there. Beautiful. I love that for a first-parent defenseman. 1.550, 2 years. I love that he's not asking for too much. Graf, same thing, 2 years. Yeah, I mean, why not? 1.075, I like it, I like it, I like it. And then goaltending, we've got Askarov for 1 more year after this. In the system. So Skarek we have in here. Carey Price. I forgot we had Carey Price in the prospect pool here. Oh yeah, Ravensburg, and we got a good goalie in the system too. Ooh, really good. So if Askarov does not work, we've got Ravensburg. Very good, very good, very nice. Thompson. Okay, I'm gonna give this guy a 3-year deal. That. Ooh, maybe not. It's a risk. He wants 1.250. No, he's playing AHL minutes. Not yet. Lauco, not yet. This guy, I don't mind not giving him a contract now. These guys always want freaking NHL contracts. What the fuck? If he wants an NHL contract, I might throw him out the window. Okay, nope, we're not giving these guys extensions. Not yet. They gotta play the AHL first. Gotta look at what that shift is. What's his shift? 13. What is the shift he's trying to solve for me? Saturday. That's not a lawn shift. That's not lawn. I asked him, is that a lawn shift? He's like, yeah, it's closing. And I'm like, that's the same shift I have every single weekend. No. Well, I'll think about it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Okay, so. Let's hop into the sim. We're not going to do season goals this time. We're going to wait until next year to do that. I want to look at my scouting department. See what we got for scouts. So we got B minuses. I mean, you can't win every single year, every single save. And then head coach wise, A minus is not bad. He's got teaching and coaching influence. Okay, that's really good actually. I like that. I like that. Daddy likes. Daddy likes. What's the scheme fit? Not the scheme fit I'm into, but you know what? We'll see how it goes for this year. Look at head coach. Do we have a power play guy at least? Power play B minus. Teaching's an A. Penalty kill C minus. Ooh, that's like yikes. C minus PK coach. Is there anyone better currently? Got a few A pluses in there. Anyone decent? You know what? This guy right here. This guy's not bad. This guy's really good for PK. Let's do that. Let's fire our current assistant coach. Boom. And then our goalie coach, is this teaching up there? Hopefully it is. A B. Nah, I need to get a new coach here. So we need to get a goalie coach. So there we go. And then teaching, just the highest rated person. D scout or D coach. NHL goalie coach. There we go. Okay, and then anyone in the AHL needs to be contracts. AHL head coach here. Good teaching. I'm not going to argue with that. Does he have a good scheme fit at least? No, he doesn't really. Power play, PK. Ooh, that's rough. Is there anyone better? Let's see. Probably is. Power play. Not bad here. I'm going to get this guy for the associate role. Craig Hopkins. And then PK. This is tough. The B minus coach influence does make it better though with the A minus PK. The D minus teaching is gonna be tough though on the players. Oh, do I just stick with what I got? Let's just gamble. AHL assistant. So we fire associate and assistant down the AHL. Okay. Associate and assistant. Gone. Okay, so we did a bit of a retool with our coaching and then goalie coach. Bruh. Get off my team. Bruh. That's tough. That is actually really fucked up. Another goalie coach. The younger one this time. You still don't have to worry about coaches as much next year. That's good. Alright. Looks good. Can't hire scouts. I mean, we can, but they won't be good ones. So we'll wait till next year and the year after. Let's advance a few days. Let's talk with our head coach here, Ryan Warsofsky. Let's look at this. So, season goal. What do we got? Maybe take some time before we can compete. Yeah, I agree with that. Preseason focus. So for this one, we're just going to work on growth. We're going to work, I think we're going to do goalie focus for this year and then go with the 5v5 strength conditioning, 5v5 strength conditioning kind of rotation. I'm going to try and remember that rotation this time because last time I did that, it was rough. So, all right. Salary cap, we know. Advanced day, figure out where our coaches are at. So yes for him. Yes for him. Yes. Yes. Is that it? That's it. Bruh. No. You're joining this team. Ferraro says yes. Cameron Dillon says yes. Oh, I don't have enough roster spots. Okay, never mind then. Sorry, Lewis. I thought we had enough. Okay, well, I gotta get that coach, because that's way too good of an assistant coach to pass up on. I need an assistant coach too, so I mean... Financial assistant, let's go. PK... Who was it? It was... this guy. I don't know why he didn't say yes. You're a bitch, Donaghy. Got the lag. They need to fix these menus, dude. Like, really do. You're joining this team. Fuck you, I don't care about your choices. And then I need to go to the trade screen, trade away one contract, and get Lewis. Let's just trade someone to Anaheim. I don't give a fuck who it is. Let's just get rid of a forward. Who's not playing? Giles isn't playing? Okay. What about this guy? You're playing. Okay, I can't trade you. LeBerg, are you playing? You're not playing. Okay, we're gonna trade you. White, are you playing? You're not playing. I'm gonna trade you. Just a bunch of shitters. I'm gonna trade away. I think Cout's playing. Huntington, are you playing? You're not playing. You can go. Bowers, are you playing? No, you're not. There we go. We got five players, and we're just gonna trade them for just a decent player at least. I mean, 65-19 Traff. This guy here. Wait a minute. What if I get fucking Weeb on this team and we have Jackson Weeb with fucking Weeb? That would be so funny. No, I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna pick up this guy here. Traff, left wing, right wing, 6'3", decent player at least. He can be something. So, and we're just gonna get him for nothing. What? What? Do I really have to give up a 7th? Fine. Fine. I'll get rid of a 6th. I'm gonna be a nice person. Fuck you, Anaheim, for fleecing my ass. They're mad at me. I won in shootout in preseason. Fuck you, Anaheim. Okay, let's sign that guy again. Jesus Christ. Okay, where was he again? He was a center. There he is, right there. So I signed him for $2 million, right? So one-way contract. I'm surprised he said no. $2 million. $2 million, no clause. Just do that. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Now he says yes. Okay, so now technically we could play him on the 4th line instead of Dellandrea, and maybe scratch Gaudette. I don't mind Gaudette. He's not bad, but Dellandrea we need a face-off guy. We really do on the PK. So we'll put in Lewis. I mean, he's 38, but he's got good stats. Like, look at that. That's not bad. All right, that should automatically swap him out with all the other players. We'll scratch Dellandrea for now. We can always swap people in and out and everything, so it's not a big deal. Okay, let us. I think we're good. We should advance day and make sure that coach signs with us and isn't a dick with us against us. Now he says yes. It doesn't make sense to me. Why? Like, your roster doesn't match the challenges I have, and then I give him the same amount of money. Oh yeah, I'll join up happily. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's kind of dumb. Kind of dumb. Alright. Let's sim to the regular season. We are going to do a last few minutes of 3rd period sim with Vegas. We're going to have some fun. And yeah. Let's do it. So, what was our record in preseason? Record was 1 win, 2, 3, 1, and 2? 3? No, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and 1, I think. 5, 1, and 1. That's actually not bad for preseason. Alright, that's decent. I need to put in my controller, sorry. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, so we got Vegas coming up first. Let's simulate up to this day. We're going to do real-time sim here. Let's look at our growth really quick before we hop in there. I want to see how much our team grew in the preseason focuses. Let's take a look. So I know it was goalie focus, so probably some players dropped a little bit because of their stats. Defensively, looks like no one was affected, I believe. And then goaltending-wise, 83 overall and 81 overall. Okay, I'll take it. What did Askarov have in his preseason? A 920. Okay, undefeated. What about our players overall? Can I look at preseason stats from the point screen? I think I can. Let's see. Can I can't. I thought I could. Okay, never mind. I guess I have to look at that like during preseason. That sucks. Hey, whatever. Sim game. Let's do it. Here we go. We are underway. Season opener as the new GM of San Jose. Here we go. 15 minutes left in the first period against a divisional rival. Power play for Vegas coming in hot. Doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so our PK is working so far. We're so far so good. Mitch Marner scoring on Askarov. I mean, freaking Marner. Dude's MVP of the playoffs right now. Power play for San Jose doesn't go anywhere. Like, bro is like proving Toronto wrong in that trade last year. First period, a 1-0 game. I thought it would be worse. So far, we're doing okay. Second period's underway. Power play for Vegas doesn't go anywhere either. So we're 2 for 2 in the power play this game. Again, so we're very undisciplined, it looks like. Doesn't go anywhere again. 5 minutes left in the second period here. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. The shots are really even. Like, this is a goalie game here. I don't know who's in net for them. Power play again for Vegas. Are we going to be 4 for 4? We're 4 for 4. Okay, okay. We're doing pretty good. 5 for 5. All right, all right. Our PK is kind of clutching up. We're going to pause the sim here in a minute here. I want to hop in a minute here. There we go. 3 minutes left. Do we commentate that much? Right there. Power play. There we go. Let's hop in. We're going to watch this. Hop in. There we go. We're going to hop in for this. We're going to pause our music. Here we go. Let's give ourselves the alternate jerseys. I love those jerseys. Those jerseys for San Jose, they are kind of nice. I love them. They're not like anything fancy, but they're just a classic, clean. Like the logo is nice and clean. I like it. All right, here we go. Oh wait, no, I need to go back. Sorry, I'm stupid. Coaching. I want to do coaching. Coach. There we go. That way I can edit the lines and tell them when to go on and off. Let's start the game. Let me just make sure my settings are correct. Audio, visual, and then true broadcast. There we go. All right, start game. Let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun. Here we go. 1-0 game. We got a few minutes left in the third. We have a face-off to the left of, who is this? Oh God, what is this angle? Smith taking the draw. So our first-line PK unit's out. Stone come up the ice. The minute left in the third. Vegas with a power play. Save made. Ferrari's going to pick up the puck. Here goes Lewis. Look at Lewis's speed. Lewis has kind of got speed here. Smith coming in. They're going for a bit of a chance here. All right. All right. Vegas coming up the wing. And I just fucked up with their defensive line change. Big hit by Carlson. Save made. Nice. Howden. Backhand. Save made again. Shorten the bench. Yeah, we're going to do that. Carlson taking a shot. There it is. Call timeout. There it is. There is a goal by Carlson. That's going to be 2-0. So joining them on the power play, kind of a bad move for me, but what can I do? I mean, roll 4 lines. Oh, I was going to say yes to that, but I guess not. All right, here we go. So who's in the face of circle? Kevin Delaney with the puck. Gotta learn the numbers here. Eklund, pulling our goalie. Celebrini, one center by Toffoli. Save made by, is that Hill? I hope that's Hill. I don't want to say that guy's name. Barbashev on the boards. Toffoli taking a shot. Celebrini. Save made. Barbashev's going to pick up the puck. Got 44 seconds left, and I think this is it. This is going to be the dagger right here. Eichel coming up the wing, and yeah, there it is. Yeah, that is game. We're just going to stop it there. Joining in the power play, not the greatest decision. I kind of paused. I paused it at the worst time when they just got a power play. Kind of sucked. But hey, you know what? I tried. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. Didn't work. Alright, let's go over to the end of this month. Morvair on waivers. Who is this? Top 6 exact defensive defenseman. Ooh, this guy could be good like in 2 years for when we let go of Orlov. For the third pairing, 6'3" defensive, physicals 3 stars. I mean, just for a guy that can just play. I'll claim him. We'll keep him scratched. And we'll slot him in if we need to. Here we go. Underway is year number 1. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything. I'm usually pretty bad at remembering things, but I don't think I got anything wrong. So, do we have any scouts in this region? Really bad ones, but we'll give it a shot. Lady Puff, Cayenne. We know what Cayenne is. He's top 4 high. Rubrek Bjork. This is the guy that Winnipeg's thinking of taking. He's a center right wing. Viggo Bjork from, is that from Sweden? I think he's from Sweden. Yeah, Sweden. Chushkin. This is the guy we're looking at for the right defenseman spot on the top line. Shurikov. Could be very good. 8th, 9th, 10th, Stenberg. We're not looking for another playmaker. Potential. Nothing. Okay. Gems. Jack shit. Okay. So Shurikov's the only guy that we're looking at right now. Okay. We got our first win against Utah in the year, so we're 1-4. Jesus Christ. I won't lie, I'm getting hungry again, so this might be a shorter stream than normal. I mean, we were browsing trades right at the start, so We scratched our way back up to 5-6-0. Not bad. All right, let's go on to the next month. I'm honestly pretty tired. I didn't have a long shift today, but yeah. It was one of those. Get your rookies good. So we're 6-11. All right, November. We're 7-13. Yeah, so we're gonna be tanking for quite a bit of this. I really want to make a decision on like if we reunite the Eklund brothers on this team or not. I feel like if we do, we'd have to probably trade away Smith. It makes the most sense. Let's be honest. Like he's a good second line center, but Misa's coming up, right? You gotta think about that. So like, what do we do there? So we're 9-16-1 at the moment. And then I mean, Islanders could use a forward. So that works with their veteran team. That's young. So Enlund not scouted, Lady Pop no, Cayenne not available, Bjork. Probably medium lead. I'm thinking he's top 6 potential. Shurkov not uncovered yet. Victor Nichushkin, Benston, Belche, Stenberg. I know he's medium elite, I'm pretty sure. Excuse me, holy shit, I'm dying. Yeah, he's medium elite, so he's gonna be ready to go basically right off the bat. Stenberg, low elites, any? None. Yikes. Let's go to gems. Gems, none, and then pin players, we only got Shurkov. Yeah, so I'm hoping Shurkov's offensive. It looks like he is A+ league with 10 points. That looks offensive to me. He might be a 2A as well. Either way, it'll be a good option. As long as he plays offensively, I do not mind. Alright, so we're in the East Coast here at the moment. Bit of a East Coast face-off. Now we're back in the West. So far, we're doing about as expected. We're 29 points total in how many games now? Freaking 30-something? 36? I just saw it flash there. There we go. I don't know if it was Ned or Askrov, but we got a few shutouts there against Pittsburgh and Seattle. I'm very surprised with Seattle that we got a shutout against. And now we are at January 1st, which is the extension period. So are we lowest in the league? We are currently lowest, right behind the New York Islanders. So maybe they do look to add a piece to maybe go for contention. Let's look at our points first. Go from there. So any growth? No growth, I don't think. Wenberg, Lewis, Goddard, Goudreau, no, none there. Defensively, any here? Nothing there. Goaltending, yeah, no growth. This is fine though. Point-wise, 10-17, 16-19, 19-8. Graph, -9. I mean, that's expected. He's on the second line. He's probably being outplayed. What's his giveaways to takeaways ratio? A lot of giveaways. Okay, so he's not really a good defensive player, not a good shutdown guy. But I mean, he could be like an offensive 2A forward. That could be interesting to pick up. But I mean, honestly, the points could be way worse down here. Like 11 points for Smith. Sorry, that's like what? 19 points, I think. Am I stupid? I am stupid. Skinner 8-8. I mean, I'm putting these guys together. It's working. It's just they're not playing well, which is what I expected. Wenberg, pretty good. Khrushchev, Khrushchev's actually doing decent. Maybe I swap them around. And then fourth line, Goudreau, Lewis. Yeah, we're putting up okay points. It's just we're not going to be good. So I'm going to slot out a Goddard, though, because he's definitely really bad. Put in Delandry on that bottom line. Defensively, you know what? This top line's pretty good. Look at that, 20 points in 40 games played as a tanking team is not that bad. Kleinberg and Mukamidalin are actually doing pretty good. I like Mukamidalin up here. Second pairing, Ferraro and Letty are brutal. Okay. Third line, Desharnais and Orlov not doing great. I might throw Letty. Do I put in Morver? I can also put in Hakanpää. See if that helps. Let's put in a vet. He's being paid that much money. Let's see if he goes good. Askarov, a 9-1-1. An 8-9-2. Okay, so I mean, goaltending's not bad. Askarov's doing his job. That's what I wanted to know. So, right off the bat, the trade I'm thinking of is probably Smith goes. He did grow a little bit, though, I noticed. What's his face-off percentage, actually? Hold on. Like, face-off percentage, face-offs. Oh, yeah, we need a better face-off guy. That's the problem. So, like, maybe we trade Smith and a pick of some kind. Like, let's just toy around with this trade here, and then we'll probably end the stream there, because I'm getting a little tired. I need some sleep. Alright, so, Eklund. Victor Eklund, 6'9" overall. He can't play now. That's fine. 19 years of age. Let's see. So he's playing with the AHL right now. If we were to do a trade, it's either Smith or Misa. And Misa's just, he's better overall. Better face-offs, better defense. Okay, worse defense, but better face-offs at the moment. And he's just, he's younger as well. Smith is 20, Misa's 18. Makes sense. Second reason, Eklund brothers reunited. Beautiful. Third reason, we could use a decent top 6 option. Because Graf is definitely not going to be it. I'm just toying around with the lines, seeing what works, going from there. So here's what I'm thinking. If we were to include Smith, we get a second line center that can play like a playmaking role. So let's go centers. Who do they have on their team that's willing to come here? So Pajot, for example, that could be interesting. He's a veteran, but he's got good face-offs. He's a two-way forward that can pass the puck. He's got not great assist points, but my point is that like we need a guy that can pass the puck. We need a guy that can play face-offs. That could be the guy. Callum Richard could be interesting, but he's just not there yet. But Pajot's not bad. Sazika's 34, two-way forward as well. Better, not good face-offs actually. Better face-off X factor, but not what I'm looking for. I think we definitely find a better playmaker somewhere else though. What about forwards that are like center, left wing centers like Droney, nope. Sazika's, Pajot, Holmstrom, Smith. Center Richie? No, not really. So Smith for Eklund, 1-for-1 makes sense. We could add in Pajot. That could work. But what would we add as an equalizer for that? That's the question. Letty would go there. Okay, interesting. Letty could be part of that trade. Interesting. Very interesting. Who else? I'd rather package up Letty with someone else. Gaudette's not playing now. We could put Gaudette in that trade instead. I'm toying around with some options here. I'm toying around with it. We could use a shooter. Do they have a shooter on this team? I don't think so. Not really like a bona fide sniper. They have like a lot of two-way forwards. Yeah, a lot of two-way forwards. And they got Schaefer. Andrea, Buckfest, Schaefer. Do I make this trade? Or no, there's no one of value that wants to come to our team for William Eklund. Let me think on this and go to the extensions first. Let's take our time. Let's take our time. Extensions first. So Wenberg, what are you looking for now? There we go. 2 years. That's what I wanted. 3.5 for the next 2 years. That's our window, right? Can I get him cheaper? 3.250. Let's try going 3 mil. A little too much. 3.250. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go down the clause a little bit then. 25%. Let's go 50% and a regular no clause. There we go. 3.250, 2 years, 50% protection. That's good. Nick Letty, we're not extending. Skinner, I don't mind keeping him around for another year. Maybe sign him to the window. Yeah, let's sign him to the window. 250. We'll do a modified trade. That's pretty good. 2.250 for a second line winner. That's not bad. He's a vet, but getting our guys some points. Desharnais, I see Thompson playing. Klingberg, I do like how he's producing. I really do. 2 years at 3 mil. Can we do that? I do like the way he's producing. So we'll have to see what that defenseman's like, the one in the draft, and go from there. So we'll keep him around for just 2 years. Trevor Lewis, his point totals aren't bad. I don't hate them. 1.750 for 2 years. I am okay with that. I mean, yeah, I am 100% okay with that. Let's give him a decent clause here. Boom. Delandria, we're slotting him in. Let's just go with 1.5. That's fine by me. He's still being in our face. That's okay. Moravery, we just slotted them in. What's he looking for? 1.2. Modified trade. Let's go 25%. That's good. There we go. He says yes. Goalies. Ned. Can we get him just for 1 year? Perfect. And we'll give him a modified trade clause. Perfect. That's perfect. We just locked up our goaltenders together. That's beautiful. Okay, and then who do we want to keep? I think we're just going to let go of our Carrier. So we're going to keep Price. Although, ooh, Ravensburg is ready to play. Let's do Skarek. Oof. No. Price. Fuck this, dude. Why do they want so much money? Like, there we go. Of course he wants the cheap deal. Fuck off. Thompson, please just be nice. Fucking hell, dude. Why do they want so much money? I guess they're seeing themselves as the NHL next year. I guess that makes sense. But these 75 overall ones, they better ask for league min. Bruh. I'm not RFAing you at the frickin' period when we have to frickin' resign you in the offseason. Oh, stop, Chuck. I swear, you're playing third line minutes. There we go. That's much better. It's still expensive, though. Jesus. Reeves, Carlson, Couch. All these guys can go. Olison, I don't mind keeping you around if you're wanting something decent. Fuck off, man. Why? That's gotta be a glitch. That's gotta be a fucking glitch. It's so stupid. Landon. Oh, no. Okay. So, I think that's a trade deadline move if I do it. Yeah, let's save our file. We will come back to this on the next stream. I am going to end off here for tonight. I'm going to go get some food that's actually healthy. Because all I've had to eat today was a blueberry muffin and some pizza.